Hey everyone, PJ here. And normally I don't like to get political, but this is a serious issue that needs to be addressed because this is honestly worrying me like crazy. I'm genuinely scared right now. As you may have heard, this failed abortion known as Keir Starmer is trying to censor the internet. Basically, he's pulled some bullshit online safety act called KOSA, or Kids Online Safety Act, which is forcing people to give away their IDs and essentially dox themselves in order to use the internet. Essentially, the UK doesn't like that they can't spy on its residents 24/7, so they're doing this bullshit and trying to turn every country into North Korea under the guise of protecting children. When in reality, they don't give two shits about protecting children and they just want control. And I know that people are just gonna bypass this by using VPNs, which would be a good solution if Hitler 2.0 over here wasn't trying to ban VPNs as well, because apparently using VPNs harms children. Now, how in the Kentucky Fried Fuck does that even work? Well, I'll tell you how. Plain and simple, it doesn't. British Kim Jong-un over here is saying whatever bullshit he can to fit his agenda, and I honestly want to know who he thinks he's fooling. Because if anything, this is just contradictory. Because anonymity is what's keeping kids protected. Because if a child's identity is kept hidden, then they're harder to notice by would-be child predators since it could be anyone running that account. But if their identity is made public, then it makes it easier for child predators to find them since they're not even hiding. They're out in the open. They're right there. That's like saying that the only way to avoid getting robbed is to leave your front door wide open because apparently locking your doors makes it easier for burglars to enter your home. See? It doesn't make any sense. Taking away a child's anonymity is not protecting them. If anything, it's going to have the opposite effect. And they don't care that this bill isn't actually protecting kids. Hell, Peter Kyle, one of the people trying to press this law, even tried to enable child predators by opposing the grooming gangs inquiry. This only furthers the belief that this law isn't about protecting children. It's about censorship and taking away freedom of speech. Because we all know how much the UK government values free speech. And the worst part is that Anonymous is doing absolutely nothing about it. They're just sitting there watching it happen. And you're probably thinking, well, it's just in the UK. How is it going to affect everywhere else? Well, the thing is, they're trying to push this here in the US as well. It's going through Congress right now, and things aren't looking good. If it happened in the UK, it can happen everywhere. But there is a faint light at the end of this tunnel, which I hope to God isn't a train's headlights. Because both Apple and Wikipedia are suing the UK government, and even Donald Trump is telling them to back off.
There are new powers here to censor your site, states mandate.
To censor my site?
To censor your site.
You mean Truth? Truth, sir?
I mean Truth. Is that okay?
Well, I don't think he's going to censor my site because I say only good things. Will you please uncensor my site?
Yeah, we're not censoring anyone. We've got some measures which are there to protect children, in particular from sites like suicide sites. We've had too many.
I don't know if he's actively fighting against this law, but I do know that he's highly critical of it. So that does give me a little bit of hope, but it's not enough to quell my anxiety given what's happening right now. For instance, YouTube pushing an AI that determines if you're a kid or an adult, which has already prompted several YouTubers to leave the platform. Plus, Keir Starmer is about as unreasonable as Ajit Pai is, for any of you who remember him. They can't do this. They can't take away our freedom of speech. I refuse to allow myself to be censored or give my face to the government, especially in the era of deepfaking, as well as what happened with the T app. We the people need to fight back and oppose this law. But it seems all we can really do is spread awareness and pray. Again, this isn't about protecting the children. It's about power, censorship, and control. And to hell with free speech. To hell with democracy, and to hell with the people.